All right, so moving on to the final segment, I'll be sharing my WWE Backlash pay-per-view summary. So I'll be sharing my summary on the Backlash card, all 5 of the wrestling matches that we saw take place in the world of wrestling inside the WWE this weekend. So the first match on the card, you had Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga defeat the tag team of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens in a tag team street fight. Now, to me, I thought this was a great way to open the Backlash card. It was a great opening brawl that turned the match into a street fight. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis came out and made the match a street fight, which was great because it was a physical tag team street fight that had great spots. There was a lot of weapons used, people going through the announce table. Crowd was electrifying during this match. And me personally, looking at this match, I like the finish because now you have Tama Tonga's brother. We all thought Jacob Fatu was going to debut, but now we got a newcomer in the Bloodline storyline. Tama Tonga's brother that came out and costed Randy Orton and Kevin Owens the match with Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga winning the match. It adds a new layer to the Bloodline storyline that's only getting started. Paul Heyman is terrified for his life. He even went backstage as the new Bloodline cross paths with Jey Uso as Jey Uso got ready for his match, but Paul Heyman and his eyes told a story of, I want Roman Reigns back. I want the Bloodline to be back the way I used to be. Basically, it looked like with his eyes, with eye contact, a cry for help to Jey Uso. So I'm looking forward to how this Bloodline storyline is going to go. I'm looking forward to when Roman Reigns is going to return because all hell is going to break loose with this Bloodline storyline. Give me my popcorn. Give me my soda because it's about to be an absolute cinema in the WWE for the Bloodline storyline. But moving on to the next match, you had Bayley successfully retain her women's world title, defeating Naomi and Tiffany Stratton in a triple threat match. Now, I thought this was a fun match between the 3 respective women. Action was great inside the ring, outside the ring, spots were great. And that's expected when you have 3 talented, athletic wrestlers like these respective women. I did like during the triple threat match. I did like the little one-on-one interactions that we saw in the match. You know, Tiffany Stratton mixing it up with Bayley, Bayley mixing it up with Naomi mixing it up with, you guys know what I'm saying. But I did like that a lot. This match to me is in the conversation for best women's matches of 2024 throughout all wrestling promotions thus far in the calendar year 2024. But I thought Bayley winning was the right call here to win, to retain her women's world title. She has a lot of stories to tell. I do believe that with her pinning Naomi in this match, we could be on our way to seeing a solo feud between Bayley and Tiffany Stratton for the women's world title. But I'm looking forward to seeing this SmackDown Women's division moving forward because there's a lot of top tier names. We have Bayley, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. It's going to get really interesting on the blue brand in the women's division. So definitely look and see how that goes. Now, next match, we had Damian Priest successfully retain his World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso. Now, my thoughts is Jey Uso, man, he has everything that screams as a future world champion. He has everything to become a future world champion one day in the WWE because he has the aura, he has the ring experience, the way he gets the crowd to go up and down for him during his theme song. There's nothing like it right now. That guy has everything you want in a future world champion in the WWE. I don't want to see him in a tag team with his brother Jimmy Uso anytime soon. The man, solo Jey Uso, is box office attraction. But I thought it was a good match between himself and Damian Priest. I personally think that match went down as one of the best matches in Damian Priest's WWE career, with him being on the main roster his days in NXT. I think that was one of the best matches he ever produced, and I think that was a good impression on Triple H and the rest of the WWE executives because Damian Priest's first world title reign was a pretty good match. And if we get those type of matches, as long as he's a world champion, however long he holds the title for, sign me up because I'm really looking forward to it, looking forward for his reign, because that's everything you want in world championship matches. But one thing after this, I do believe that it was the right call for the timing of Damian Priest to remain champion. But we are on a collision course between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, I do believe, in the future, because I do believe that the Judgment Day is on its way to imploding. Right now, you have Rhea Ripley, who was the leader of the group that is dealing with a legitimate real-life injury, as she's off TV right now. Dominic Mysterio is also dealing with a real-life shoulder injury. So right now, as the group goes on, you're seeing Damian Priest not get along with Finn Balor and JD McDonough. So I feel like that's going to go on to become a problem, and maybe they accidentally cost Damian Priest the World Heavyweight Championship down the line, which would set up for an amazing feud between Damian Priest and Finn Balor down the line. Now, the next match, we have Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defeat the Kabuki Warriors to become the new Women's Tag Team Champions in the WWE. Now, to me, I was a fan of this match. I thought it was a good tag team affair. There was some times in this match where there was some miscommunications that you could see, and there was some call-outs that you could hear Bianca Belair telling Asuka and Kairi Sane several times to kick her during this match. But yes, the miscommunication, the call-outs were the only thing that I had to complain about this match. Other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I do believe it was the right call for Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill to become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. I do believe this could be a fun tag team to watch for a while. Two powerhouse women that are great in the wrestling ring. And I think this was good for WWE to do this, because I do believe they're going to have big plans for Jade Cargill. She's already being presented like a star. Yes, she was presenting like a star in AEW, but not the way she is in WWE. Yeah, the AEW had the knockoff Goldberg run of her being undefeated and becoming the TBS champion. But what I'm seeing right here, Jade Cargill being presented as a star in the WWE, she looks like a monster. She looks great in the ring. Her presentation is everything. I do believe she's going to have a bright future in the WWE. And I like her being trusted early with a caliber wrestler of Bianca Belair, somebody that's already an established star. That's a great look for her to be in a tag team and hold the tag team titles with Bianca Belair, because we're on the way, little by little, piece by piece, week by week. We're going to be building on the way to that future money feud between herself and Bianca Belair. And that, when we get to that point, that's a match that's going to be big, and that's going to have to be used on a big time pay-per-view of the likes of WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal, you name it. But that's my thoughts on that match. Then you had the main event. You had Cody Rhodes successfully retain his WWE Championship against AJ Styles. Now, this was a really good match between Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. They absolutely hit it out of the park. A tremendous main event at Backlash between Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. If we get these matches like this during Cody Rhodes' WWE title reign, sign me up for it, because he's going to be a damn great world champion in the WWE. But my thoughts on this match, it was some great storytelling in the match. That's expected when you have a great storyteller wrestler in Cody Rhodes, and the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, who still to this day cannot have a damn bad match. Even with a damn broom and dustpan, AJ Styles will still have a great match. That's how great of a wrestler he is. And with both stars staying put on Friday Night SmackDown after the WWE draft is concluded, I do believe they should run it back maybe one more time at the next WWE pay-per-view, because this feud has a lot more layers to it, and I do believe they could have one more good match between themselves in the WWE very soon for the WWE title. But I do believe that match is also in the conversation for being one of the best matches on all wrestling promotions in 2024 thus early. That's how great AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes did in their main event match at Backlash. Now, my overall grade on this Backlash card, I give it an A+. An A+. I felt like that's how good this WWE pay-per-view was. France, WWE nailed it. France did their damn thing for WWE Backlash. They made the pay-per-view feel more exciting. The crowd was electrifying from the opening match all the way until the main event. They were electric. And I think France should be in the conversation one day for hosting a WrestleMania. That's how exciting they were for WWE Backlash. And I think the WWE has to, moving forward, have more international pay-per-views outside the United States, because the energy is there, and we seen that last year at the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view when it was held in London. So the international crowds for WWE pay-per-views, and it's always going to be a great choice for Triple H and the executives moving forward. But I thought every match on the WWE Backlash card did their thing. I am a fan of Triple H's pay-per-view style. Doesn't feel like we're sitting all day, all night watching pay-per-views for Triple H's pay-per-view style. I think 5 matches on the card does it. That's a similar way how he did it for when he was controlling the black and gold brand of NXT a few years ago. So I like how he's doing it for the main roster. Everybody has enough time to shine. The matches don't feel like they overstayed their welcome. Every match delivered. And I thought Backlash deserved an A+ this year. Hats off to WWE. I will also say one more thing. I think the WWE has gotten in a good repetitive cycle of WWE Backlash. I should say this should go on a good repetitive cycle for WWE Backlash moving forward, because last year at WWE Backlash they did a great job when it was in Puerto Rico last year, and the crowd was electrifying. This year they had it in France. I think next year they're gonna have to have it at across the world and maybe somewhere international, because the international flavor, the international crowds are everything you want as a wrestling fan. And they do their damn thing, and that's me being a person that lives inside the United States. That's my opinion on WWE Backlash. That's my summary. That is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.